And the myth, the legend himself, sitting across from me, Domantas Sabonis, joins us here, Cattles Ramie, Sactown Sports at Kings Media Day. I've started every single one of these interviews the same way today, Domas. What'd you do in the offseason? How'd things go?
What I do? Definitely kept busy.
Kept busy?
Kept busy. Worked out, spent time with family and friends, and played in the Eurobasket. So
yeah,
had a short off season.
Saw a lot
in terms of resting.
Saw a lot of those highlights of the Eurobasket tournament that you were in. I also saw a lot of these clips going around social media, you working on your jump shot, specifically from three-point land.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that work and how you feel about your shot coming into the season.
I feel good. Obviously, there's definitely room to improve. Just like every summer, every player, there's room to improve. And I definitely feel more confident. You know, Chris has been amazing with me, and we just want to get better. You know, and the more I can get to work with him, even during the season or whenever, it's going to be great for me.
That's been one of the evolutions in the game of basketball here in recent years, is the shooting big man. Was that ever something coming into the league that you thought you'd have to work on and try and improve as much as you have, or do you just think I'll just go there and be big and dominate the paint?
When your dad's Domantas Sabonis, you hear that every day. Free throws, mid-range.
He knew it. He was told. Domantas Sabonis, Domas with us here, Cattles Ramie, Sactown Sports. Domas, I was talking to Davion and a couple of the other guys earlier, and I was bummed out because when you came over, you and De'Aaron, it seemed like it clicked pretty quick for both of you guys. And then you both had injury issues prop up, and you're left kind of sitting there watching the team. Does it feel like kind of you're like right back on the bicycle with De'Aaron, and you feel really comfortable and confident with this offense and how the rest of the guys fit around you now?
Oh yeah, definitely. Basically they're just helping us excel our pick and roll game at a higher level with amazing talent around us. Shooters, drivers, they can do a bit of everything. So it's just going to open up a lot of things, give us options to get other guys open, and I'm really excited. Tomorrow we'll find out a lot more about the offense and how things go, so I can tell you a lot more.
I think whatever the offense is aside, a lot of Kings fans are looking to you and De'Aaron as that dynamic duo that's going to end this playoff drought. Do you feel that pressure or those expectations at all, or is it just balling to you?
To us, it's just we're a new team. We're going into the season like every NBA team. Everybody wants that special feeling at the end of the year that only one team gets. And if we work our way towards that, a lot of things are going to get accomplished. And we just got to ignore the noise, do our job, and it starts tomorrow.
Domas with us here, Cattles Ramie, Sactown Sports. When you're looking around, Domas, and you see the moves, right? We know the Western Conference is a pretty tough conference, right? Very talented. I just saw a comment, by the way, you might know, that Paul George apparently during Media Day just said he named the Sacramento Kings as a team that could give you fits this year. So he said, they asked him about, who might surprise you in the Western Conference. He named you guys. But when you see the additions, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, you draft Keegan Murray, what is Domas, the basketball brain, thinking when he sees all these moves being made?
A lot of shooting, a lot of movement, a lot of assists. If guys want to get buckets, just cut and move. I'm excited. There's a lot of good pieces for a big man like me that likes to pass. These guys can hoop. They're excited. I've seen it here in pickup. I've seen it during workouts, and I'm really excited for training camp to start. So everyone knows their role and our system of moving, and so I can start studying, learning it, and trying to get the best out of it.
You just lit up when he just named off all those shooters.
It's a big.
Other people have brought up when you ask that, they say, a lot of shooters. I haven't seen somebody light up and almost be at a loss of words when he listed it off the way that you just were. You look forward to that, creating for these guys and passing and finding the open man.
As a big man, pick and roll, playing in the post, having guys that can shoot around you, can move, they're athletic, can finish. They're not just shooters. They can handle the ball, play with pick and roll. So there's just so many options for everything, like DHOs, backdoors, pick and rolls, moving, cuts, so I'm excited. I don't know what else to say.
Domas is with us. I said this, if you look at the coaching staff, right, and I want your take on this. Mike Brown with the Warriors, Draymond Green, right, passing big man. You also look at Jordi Fernandez coming from Denver and Jokic. Is that kind of, I know you said you'll learn more about it tomorrow, but when you watch where those guys were last year, how they utilize the big men passing the basketball, does that click in your head and say, oh, I could play the elbow extended, I could play we can run a lot of those motions off of me?
Yeah, of course. I've done that in the past. Coming here now with new coaching staff. We walked through some things, some terminology of catching in the elbow or motion offense, and they're putting me in good positions to succeed. Like these players you said, Jay Triano also came from Charlotte with Mason Plumlee. That's why their offense was so good, getting everyone moving. Basically, we're just putting talented guys like the list you said in great positions to succeed. And then that eventually leads to great ball movement, great offense.
I'm old enough, and I know Nick is old enough to remember when your dad was in the league. And he was one of my favorite players to watch because he was a different style center than we saw a lot in the States. You talked about how he influenced your game and hammered home the free throw, the mid-range, the three-point. Off the court, has he told you anything, or is he just sort of there if you need him to deal with the NBA life?
Growing up, he's always just let me do my own thing. He's never tried to push me or do anything. Just one thing was always take care of your body, recover. You came through many injuries and just be smart, take care of your body. And apart from that, sometimes says things there or there. Like I always look for the passes. Like look at the rim first. Look at the rim thing. That, what I mean? Yeah. So he always wants you to be a bit more aggressive because then that just eventually makes the pass even easier.
Right.
So that mid-range game for him is just shoot the mid-range.
Domas is with us here at Cattles Ramie, Sactown Sports. One of the questions that we've had all off-season long is you and Rashawn Holmes. And it was a question late last year. Can these two guys play together? Do you think you two guys can play together?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a thing that can be played. I don't know if it can be played all game, but we have the right coaching staff to put us in the right position. So if it's a certain number of minutes of a quarter or a game where coach thinks we have an advantage, I think it could be great.
Talking with Domantas Sabonis here at King's Media Day on Sactown Sports, 1140. What's Domas doing when he's not playing basketball?
Spending time with the family, talking to friends, playing board games. I don't know, a bit of everything.
Board games.
Yeah.
We've gotten the gamers.
Board games.
We haven't heard the board
What's
game.
your favorite board game?
Scrabble? What are we doing?
Monopoly?
We just got a new game. My wife's family we play all the games, So they just brought a new one. It's Monopoly, but on cards. I don't know what it's called.
Monopoly on cards.
So it's cards. You're basically picking up cards and you're playing.
Really?
I don't know the name. Probably people listening know what it is.
Somebody will comment. Yeah.
It's way better than Monopoly.
Wait a minute. It's better than Monopoly.
It's quicker. You don't have to be there all day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quicker. You got to play. You got to do that, and there's more excitement. You're not waiting for one to roll, and then you got to until your turn. So there's more interaction.
That is the thing about Monopoly. A competitive game of Monopoly can take days.
Exactly.
It's called Monopoly Deal.
Deal. That's it.
And on Amazon, 4.8 stars, 29,000 reviews.
There you go.
Look at that. No joke,
Domas.
You dominating the family in Monopoly deals? Or?
Actually, yes. I'm doing pretty good. My wife's brother is very competitive, and I beat him 3 times, and I'm so happy.
I hate to bring it back to basketball, but I have a question for you. A lot of people talk about you and De'Aaron both being left-handed.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an advantage? Do you think it's that big of a deal? Or you just say, no, we both know how to play basketball?
I don't understand why it's a big deal. It's pick and roll. It's basketball. He can go left, he can go right. I can go left, he can go right. The teams are going to guard us certain ways in pick and rolls. If they do one way, well, I just flip the screen. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's much of a problem, especially with a guy De'Aaron who's great going both ways, who has the talent to do everything. So I don't know. Like I said, there's always noise. There's always noise, and you just do your job.
You got to name names. You ever played with anybody who was thrown off by it?
By what?
By you being left-handed and just being on the other side of the court.
I never.
Because it seems like it is overblown.
I never think about it, but guys guarding me like, oh damn, he's left-handed. Like it's way different harder. Like, oh, I can't guard left-handed. Like, for me, it's just me. That's how I play basketball. So I can't really comment on that.
All right, last one for you. Just your thoughts on Keegan Murray. A lot of excitement in the city about him, and Ramie has said it a couple times today, and we talked to Keegan earlier about how mature he is. Just his basketball game. We know his maturity, but what do you see from him early on? And I'm sure you watch Summer League. How do you feel about Keegan being a part?
I'm excited. Everyone saw Summer League. Great things. Can shoot, and he's calm. He doesn't need the ball. He's still going to drop his whatever he needs to do. And he's a shooter. That's what we need. Defense, active, whatever. I don't know. I think for us to fit, it's perfect. It was a perfect match.
Well, that'll do it. Don't mess with this man. Apparently, Monopoly card. Monopoly deal. Monopoly deal. Domas is a badass with Monopoly deal. Don't mess with this man. He's ferocious on the floor, but wait until you get a hand of Monopoly. Then all hell breaks loose.
Brings it.
Domas, you were great, man. We wish you good luck and good health this year. We're all excited for the basketball team, and I was here last year, watched the tail end when you came over, and I was a big fan of the trade, and I think you're going to help this basketball team win games, so we appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
All right, there goes Domantas Sabonis with us, joining us here at Sactown Sports, Cattles Ramie. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back, talk about the Las Vegas Raiders and how much trouble they could be in. There goes Domas walking away. Again, Kings Media Day on this Monday. He's Ramie. I'm Cattles, Sactown Sports.